Hey, what's up, everybody? I wanted to share this this story with this package with everybody. Whenever I was in high school, I graduated in 2002, and my senior year, it might have been my junior year, I had art with a cool group of guys. It was first period, and one of the guys in the class, um, really like philosophy and things like that, and we were interested in some of the same music and things like that. Well, I had a book that I was reading in class, and he had a book he was reading in class, and it just so happened that we were both interested in each other's books, and we decided to trade. And he was going to read my book, and I was going to read his book, and we would return them to each other, in a couple weeks or whatever. Like I said, we seen each other every morning, first period, during school. So, coming, next week or so to school, I find out that old boy isn't going to school anymore. He dropped out of high school, which is actually kind of crazy because he just got his doctorate. He's like a college professor now, and I believe so. And he dropped out of high school. So that kind of can go to show you kids, that how important all that is. But anyhow, he dropped out of school, and I never seen the book again. I still have his book. His book was a Friedrich Nietzsche book. Friedrich Nietzsche is a philosopher, and I was interested in his writings back then, so I wanted to read his work. My book that I gave him was this book right here. He returned it to me all these years later. Like I said, this is 2001. I ended up finding him on social media, told him the story. He remembered. I said, let's swap back books. And he said, I can find that Friedrich Nietzsche book in any library and any bookstore all over the world. He says, the book that you gave me, though, is not so common. So don't worry about sending me back the Friedrich Nietzsche book, but I'm going to send you back your book. And this is my book. And I haven't seen it since I was in high school, like a junior in high school. And it is, even back then, this was a $30 book. Even back then, and I bought it myself. My parents didn't get me this kind of stuff. They got me a lot of stuff, but not, my music stuff. But, a really, really cool book that breaks down all of Jimmy's live concerts, so much behind the scene, never seen footage, just so much cool stuff about Jimmy's life, because, I'm a old hippie, an old deadhead, so I was into all this stuff back then. But anyhow, what a cool story. He finally sent back the book 20 years later. 20 years later.